car doing the old live. The guys will be over pretty soon. Let's see what time. They just double check the time. It's 4:03. I don't think anyone's showing up early. I don't think. Maybe I'm wrong, but we'll find out. If you guys see anybody pull in the driveway behind me, definitely let me know. But yeah, we're just gonna hang out a little bit. Until practice. But I'm drinking a new. I mean, it's not new, but I haven't had one of these since when I was working in the supplement store. The C4, which is pretty interesting. But used to sell a lot of the C4 when I worked in the supplement store years and years ago. So today's training is going to be, we're going to do a live training, but it's going to be for members only. So if you're a member, that's another benefit. But if you're not a member and you want to see how I arm wrestle, you're going to have to become a member. That's the only way you're going to be able to see tonight's training is if you become a member. The member will also be the membership for the pay-per-views for our next pay-per-view. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Whoop. It's gonna be good. If you haven't seen it already, the live before this, the last pre-lift live. This one is the pre-arm wrestling live. The last video we did a full. Well, I think there's 2 matches I didn't do a prediction on, but pretty much a full East versus West prediction. So if you guys want to know, what I think about the matches, who's gonna win and who's gonna end up on top, go check out that video. But it should be good. It should definitely be good. I think we're gonna try some new things out with the bully strap. It's gonna be interesting. Let's see. What else can we talk about? The big match that you guys are wondering who my opponent is, will be made public in under 2 hours on the Natty Bros channel. I'm almost positive their YouTube it's just Natty Bros, maybe Natty Bros Arm Wrestling. Well, it should be good. Should be good. So, what's up, man? So, the Blue Baron says, what do you do? So, I'm an arm wrestler, I'm a professional arm wrestler. Used to be a power lifter, but now I'm an arm wrestler. So, we're just sitting here hanging out before practice. The guys will be over soon for training. If this is the first time, I'll call you Blue for short. If this is the first time you've heard arm wrestling is a real sport, maybe you got some questions. I'm sure you've arm wrestled before. Pretty much everyone on the planet has arm wrestled, I would think, as a kid and, on the kitchen table. Blue says, you get paid to arm wrestle? ? Yeah, depending on the match, some matches are more, some matches are, less, depends on the promotion. I have my, minimum that I'll do a match for. Unless there's someone, unless I'm offered a match that I really, really want to pull, then I'll just pull them to pull them. I don't know if you guys can see or not, but the dirt bikes are out. I think you can see it right there. But yeah, just some kids having fun. They're not doing, having fun, not doing drugs, so that's good. So, I appreciate that. Cameron says, sent $100 in the comments. He says, there you go, hope it helps. I appreciate the comment, but if that was a super chat, that would have definitely been the biggest super chat we got so far. So Blue says, I try not to arm wrestle because it hurts when I work out the next day. Yeah, arm wrestling is a very painful sport. It's a very joint heavy sport, tendon heavy sport, very twisty, and it takes time to condition the body to be able to arm wrestle. When I first started, I want to say I was in pretty good amount of pain for like 6 months. No, not 6 months, 6 weeks. I think it was like 6 weeks of like, I had to modify so much of my lifting. Because of just, the unique pain. But over time, the body, adapts and evolves, gets stronger. There's still pain, but it's nothing like that newbie pain. We call it the newbie pain, Cameron, you definitely would get a thanks if it was a real super chat, but I appreciate the comment. God Eater, I don't know what you're talking about. Appreciate the comment though. Let's see, how do you say that name? Let's say Drip says, are you a boxer? Nope, I'm an arm wrestler, man. Do some arm wrestling. It's a little less brain damage in arm wrestling. I can't really afford to have any more brain damage, if you know what I mean. Laurel says, Nick, hi, what's up, Laurel? Thanks for watching. She's one of our regulars in the chat. Hope your day is going good over there, Laurel. Let's see. Blue says, what's the trick to win in arm wrestling? The most important thing is, strength, be strong, but there is a lot of techniques and tricks and stuff like that you can do. But I would say the most simple one is probably height, getting your hand higher than your opponent's. Sailor, what's up? We'll see you in a little bit. Lois has just stopped by to say hi. Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Got some interesting comments. And I'll tell you what, if Josh was here, you guys would be in timeout. What's up, Brian? We'll see you soon. Brian, you here at 5? You here early? Whoop. Cameron's trying. He's trying. World says thank you. Anytime, anytime. So the blue says that Devin arm wrestling guy has one massive arm. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a big dude, massive, and his left arm is definitely, I mean, it's maybe a little smaller, but it's catching up fast. So I don't know how to say that name. But let's call you, let's say, I don't know, let's say AF for short. This is where you're from. I'm from the United States. How about yourself? Let's see. Appreciate the comments, except for, you know, some of them. Some of them are a little, let's say, weird. But let's see. Blue says he has one massive hand as well. Yeah, I mean he's a, you know, got a big hand, big arm. You know, he's like 6'6", 300 pounds, so he's a pretty big dude, you know. Sailor says, "Where's your mod when you need him?" LOL. He's probably he might be taking a nap, you know, because he's been working hard, kicking people out of the chats, putting him in timeout. So he's probably, you know, he needs a break once in a while. Blue says, "Could you beat Devin?" I mean, I pulled with him with practice. I think I would definitely be the underdog. I mean, but there's a chance. Let's say that. There's definitely is a chance. There definitely is a chance. But there's only one way to know, and that's to have the match. I do know Devin is a different puller at practice and in matches. Let's see. So AF says I'm not sure exactly what you mean, but I got the main gist. He says he really loves the United States. Well, I appreciate that. There's some crazy stuff over here, but for the most part, it's a pretty good place to be. Libra says hi from Russia. What's up? I got a few Russian friends that arm wrestle, but I still question if they are Russian spies or not. So if you know any ways to tell if someone's a Russian spy, let me know, because I'm genuinely curious. Let's see. So Blue says, is there enough money in arm wrestling, or do you have to do another job? Right now, I don't think there's enough money, except for there's a few people that are making a living doing arm wrestling full time. I think it depends on which country you're in, but also I think the biggest factor is the social media. I think the people that are doing it full time are, most of their money is coming from social media. But I do work another job, but it's not really a job. I mean, it's my personal training, strength training business, Team Stone. So what I do for my living, my main living, is I'm a strength coach, powerlifting, arm wrestling, and even regular people that just want to feel better, look better. But that's what I do. Libra says, where you from? I'm from the United States. Good old USA. So, I appreciate the comment, AF, but I'm having a hard time reading your messages. It says something, I can speak a little American. I'm not sure what you mean by that, man. Maybe you can rephrase it. I'm not sure what you mean by that question, AF. So Dixie says, do you wear that hoodie every single day? Yeah, usually. This is my my workout hoodie. This is my workout hoodie. My beat up hoodie. It's got a whole bunch of stains on it and it's all ripped up. It's even, I had to make the neck hole a little fatter. When you got a fat neck, sometimes you gotta rip the neck a little bit, make some more neck room. Sailor says, Dixon, are you watching the channel every single day? That means if you know, I've been wearing this hoodie since it got cold. But the real trick is to see, you gotta see what I'm wearing underneath. You gotta see. Well, I guess that's not the best thing, because I have a whole bunch of these green shirts. I think I have 2 or 3 from last year. I might have 2 from this year. But I think I have at least 5 or 6 of these green Turtle Man shirts. Speaking of Turtle Man shirts, let's see if you can see a little bit. Turtle Man, we do have a couple Turtle Man shirts left. The money from the green shirts is given to the Turtle Man charity. I think we're running low, but we do have all the sizes. So let's see. Blue says, do you jog? Is cardio a big part of arm wrestling? I don't jog. I do walking though. I mean, the cardio I do right now, it's just like a nice, easy walk. I think cardio is important, but strength is definitely first. The cardio part of the side is there's muscular cardio, muscular endurance. Also, how good your lungs are at getting oxygen in. I think cardio is very important. I mean, I think it's only going to help you as long as like as long as you're not doing extreme cardio. Like if you're doing 20 miles a day for a long time, so 100+ miles a week kind of thing. That would definitely take away from the strength, I would think. May not, but yeah, cardio is definitely important. Let's see. So AF says, I am saying that I want I can speak like American. What should I do? And then he says, I love American. So what I think you're asking is how to sound like an American. That's a tricky question because America is a very big country. There's so many different accents. I drive up to Mass, and the guys sound similar to me, but they also sound very different. Same thing with Pennsylvania. But the easiest giveaway is probably, talking about, I don't know, maybe say like, inches and feet and pounds instead of kilograms and meters. That's probably the biggest giveaway. But hopefully that helps. So the blue says, so if you got long arms, it's a big help. Yeah, definitely. It's kind of like there's pros and cons to every single build. If you're super tall, you have advantages in certain areas. If you're super short, you will have advantages in certain areas. Most of the time, if someone has a tall, very tall arm, it's easier for them to attack the hand, but it's harder for them to finish. And vice versa. If someone has a short arm, it's harder for them to attack the hand, but it's easier for them to finish. The way the leverages works. So Lyra says, excuse me, the C4s beating out my stomach a little bit. Let's see. Lyra says, I love America too, and I dream of living there. Oh, that's awesome. I think that's an awesome dream. I think it's definitely doable. Hopefully you get over here soon and start living your dream. So I got some Russian friends that are doing the same thing that you want to do. They from Russia to the U.S. and they're doing pretty good. They got good jobs and good families. So they're doing good. Plus they arm wrestle. So that's a win-win. So let's see. Blue says, have you ever heard of anyone's arm snapping mid-arm wrestling? Oh, yeah, definitely. Arm breaks happen. It's part of the sport, like anything, any sport, pretty much any activity, there's a risk of injury. If you walk out to your mailbox, you might slip and break your leg or something, but I've definitely heard a lot of bone snap. Very unique sound. When a bone breaks, when a tendon snaps, and when a muscle rips, they all have their unique sound. So even when I was powerlifting, I've heard bones and tendons snap, and you can usually tell if you know the sounds. You can usually tell what it is. But I think so far I've seen like almost 10 arm breaks. Hopefully I don't see any more because that's no fun. So let's see, AF. So let's see. Let me see if I can get this one. He says, "I like your accent. I wanna my accent look like your accent. Let's see. I want to copy your accent. Which things do? It is my dream. It is your native language. I like your native language. You help. What's is? I appreciate that you like the accent. I'm not really sure what you're asking. How to sound like an accent? I guess you just gotta move to that area, spend some time with the people, and it will eventually work its way over. You know. So guys, I'm gonna hop off pretty soon. Gotta get ready for training. The blue says that must be so painful. It depends on the person. Most people don't feel pain at first. The pain usually comes later. But I'm definitely painful. Let's see. So I appreciate you checking some of these comments. Hey, what's up, Dustin? Long time no see. It's just like we were talking on the last live. AF says, how I will get your accent. You just gotta come to the area, man. New England. But it should be good. Get to the New England area, and then you have the accent. Oh, he says, AF says, I am from Pakistan. Oh, well, I appreciate you watching from Pakistan. You might be one of the first people in the chat from Pakistan, possibly. That's interesting. AF says, you help, bro. I like your accent. How I will get American accent. You gotta go to America, man. I don't know how else to say it. You gotta get to America, spend some time with the people. It's not something I could just tell you how to do and do it. You just gotta spend some time in the culture. Blue says that the access questions are getting so boring. Definitely. But I do appreciate the comments, but we would definitely like the arm wrestling specific questions. So AF, if you got any arm wrestling questions, maybe some American arm wrestling questions, maybe you want to base your arm wrestling style from the American style, because there's different styles in different countries, even from state to state, there's different styles. A top roll is different in Massachusetts. It's different in Connecticut. It's very similar, but it's different. Same thing with the hooks and the press. It's very interesting. So I'm gonna hop off very soon. And remember, if you guys want to see my arm wrestling training is going to be under the membership videos. That's one of the. It's going to be one of the membership perks is you're going to be able to see my arm wrestling. Yeah, it's going to be good. So Blue says, I'm surprised AF has internet. Hey man, that technology stuff is spreading all over the world. I don't know, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. AF says, it is your YouTube channel. If you're talking about the memberships, of course, man. The membership is on STONEtv. If you want to see the practice, you're going to become a member. You will also be able to see the first ever Dungeon Super Series. It was a pay-per-view. It happened about a month ago. There's only one place on Earth to watch it. That's a funny one. That's a funny one. But I know what you mean. I know what you mean. The Blue says, let's go USA. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I know it's last second, but if anyone is in the Connecticut area, come on over to practice. You got, let's see how much time we got. You got 25 minutes to make it to practice. Let's see. AF says, first, I like WWW champion accent. All right. I appreciate that. I'm not sure what you mean by that, but I appreciate the comment. Blue says, I got to go. All buddy, all the best. I appreciate that, man. Thanks for hanging out. It was fun. Yeah, some good questions. Maybe we'll see you tomorrow on one of the lives, or maybe we'll see you in the membership inclusive training tonight. So, let's see, AF, let's see, I'm going to try to read this, something about, it says, do you have your WhatsApp group? Oh, all right, so do you have your own WhatsApp group? Yeah, I got the WhatsApp, but it is for, we have one for practice. I use it for two things, an arm wrestling group chat, and if I am working with another promotion, I'll be in their group chat. That's the only thing I use WhatsApp for, because I cannot stand group chats, because they start off good and the next thing you know, all it is just memes, and people are missing information about practice times because of endless memes. Sorry, man, I'm not. I can't do that. I'm not gonna send a link over to our WhatsApp. What's up, Drew? Thanks for watching. I was gonna hop off pretty soon. But before I hop off, I'll say this. Tonight's training is going to be recorded live. It's going to be under the membership videos. I can't remember if you're a member or not. Oh, sorry, AF. I can't let you join the WhatsApp because I'm not sure. You know, I appreciate you hanging out and talking with us, but I'm not sure who you are, so I can't put the teammates at risk. You know, I mean, I'm not saying that you would, but you know, people might send some bad text, maybe some pictures that, you know, definitely don't want to see. You know, but you can hit me up on Facebook or Instagram. I got my Facebook and Instagram in the description if you guys want to check it out. But all right, guys, I think we're gonna hop off there. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in a little bit for the membership exclusive video.